Oh, hi there. I didn't notice you. Joking aside, I'm CyMaxD, call me Cy or Max, whichever you prefer, and in this episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, we're gonna get to work on repairing the colony. Cool. First up, if we speak to Juju, it's time to rebuild their colony. But we pretty much lost everything we had. At least this building is intact. We'll use it as our headquarters. It'll be much harder to rebuild everything from scratch though. So we're going to need your help. How about it? To begin, we'll need materials, collectibles, and money. Just come and see me whenever you are free to help out. Oh, don't worry, Opharon has left me in charge of the Reconstruction. Reconstructing Colony 6. There are 4 aspects to the colony that we need to focus on. Housing will increase the population, and letting you invite other people from other areas to join the colony. Commerce will open up new shops. Nature lets you obtain higher ranked crystals from the ether mine down below. Unfortunately, it's the more windy, narrow part that not many people like. And the special category will greatly increase the overall completion percentage. It also lets you obtain more collectibles. More on that later. Well, this is new! Exclusive to the Definitive Edition, if you press the minus button while on the quest log sub-menu, you can check to see what you need for Colony 6 Reconstruction. This is just for information, however, and will not contribute to the rebuilding itself. So let's try that out. After this tutorial, make sure there's none others available, yada yada yada, da 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 da. No, it's just... Aha! I'll save this one for later when it becomes relevant. First off, recolonization. If you find anyone who is thinking about moving to a new town, why not invite them to move to Colony 6? If all the conditions are met, they might take up residence within the colony. Increase the number of residents and you'll gain access to new quests. In this case... if we speak to Werner at the Mekon wreckage site in the Colony 9 area, you know why I'm here, fishing for scrap parts? It's not that I want to be doing it, it's just I can't find another job. I'm the local washout in Colony 9. That's why I have to eke out a life selling junk. I can't do anything yet, even though the tutorial suggested he might be able to go up to the colony. Sorry, there is a... hope it's a fly, not a mosquito buzzing around me. Chance to start my own business, but there's no way I can do that anymore. Maybe there's another place. In order to get NPCs like Werner and other ones who similarly have no apparent connection to any of the nearby nodes on the affinity chart, we need to get certain aspects of the Colony 6 up to a certain level. In the case of Werner, all you have to do is increase housing to level 1. If you look at the info here, is that really all it says? That's all it says. Hey! Light detour aside, we speak of Juju again. And we could start with the Reconstruction, or we listen to some hints. First up on the hints, we've got the Restoration. The Reconstruction needs money and items to proceed. If you have any time or money to spare, please lend us a hand here. I know everyone in the colony will be so happy. Wrong button again. About the population, more houses will mean more homes for people to live in. The population's still pretty low, but there's more people to invite. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in a nice place like this? Yeah. And now we get into the actual meat. For each aspect, Juju will give a unique hint for their respective levels. So in case of level 1 housing, I think we better get the houses up first. A lot more people are gonna come and they'll need places to live. Once the houses are up, we can invite more people to live here. To rebuild the houses, we're gonna need 2 items. You can get the spotted wolf's hides on the Barnes' legs. Try asking people in the colony about the other items. Yeah. Every hint Juju gives for the respective aspect level, yada yada, will tell you the location of one such item and while leaving the other one a mystery. In this case, we see that housing. In this case, we see that I've got more than enough materials required for housing, commerce, and nature to be level 1. But as for special 1, colony needs more than housing. It just needs some. Pardon me. Some special facilities will really make the colony feel like home. You'll also be able to pick up collectibles. First, we'll be needing a place where people can meet up. We only need 2 items, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. The light... Fortunately, Juju will tell us where the light rain element that I'm missing is. For the best results, I'd recommend going either towards the Javos Rock area, or pretty much the entire Gal Plain, or whilst keeping an eye out for him, or jump down into the Ragwell Lake and basically just find any of the nebula that show up in place of wisps. I'm sure there's a couple of other places I'm forgetting, but good thing I went to check this little piece of land here between near the Kashapa Falls and the Colony 6 entrance, because you find 3 of these pretty much close to each other. Just be careful if you're trying to hunt them at night. Now before we reconstruct anything else, let's have a look at what this final hint has to offer. When everything's been restored, we'll put streetlights up. Then it'll be bright even at night. But I digress. Let us start with reconstructing... You know what? I put all that effort into getting the stuff we needed for the assembly hall. Let's start with that first. After all, special level increased by 1, an assembly hall has been built. You can now get collectibles here. Yeah, I am a fixer-upper. But what makes these special facilities so special? Well, the collection orbs you find here? Oh, now they're just taunting me. But yeah! The collection orbs that spawn around the special facilities actually let you obtain collectibles from other areas. These can include some pretty rare ones, like that Forget You Not. Ugh. Okay, better not make it better of me. For now... Now that we've got the assembly hall built up, let's get some houses in order here. Three houses have been built, and as a result, the placement of certain NPCs have changed. You may have noticed that Satata was hiding here in the corner by the boxes before, but now that we've got a few buildings up, you'll find him over here instead. We'll get to his quest at a later date. But yeah, every time you upgrade the housing level in Colony 6, just have a quick run around and see where the residents might have be.
Yeah.
Moving on from housing to commerce, because honestly you can't maintain electricity bills and water and such without an economy to back it. I don't know where that tangent came from. Three shops that have been built. We now have a new shop in Colony 6. Now, yeah, if we go to this shop,
Hi.
we'll see... Wrong button again. Gears! Could be better. Still not that great. There's a whole bunch of art books if you actually... arts. There's a whole bunch of arts manuals if you're interested in those. I swear there's a good reason for why I'm not buying any of them, I really do. So, that's the weird thing about the shops here. The first couple won't really have any gear that's worth investing in. But the latter 2 or 3 actually have exclusive gear that you won't find anywhere else. Some of which is actually pretty decent for the end game.
Yeah.
And just for future reference, there are 5 levels to each category. I just realized I refer to as categories and not aspects. Oops. But finally, there's nature. We're going to be planting some vegetation. If we complete all categories... I misworded myself. If we get all categories up to a new level, in this case everything was level 0, if we get everything to level 1, I'll let you listen.
Yup.
Colony 6 doesn't have any day-night versions for their theme song. Instead, it has different takes that increase in number of instruments and other such music terms I don't know, depending on the Reconstruction levels. This only counts for each complete set. Once we get all these categories up to level 2, you'll hear the music change again. And I honestly love that. So let me just double check. Ooh, yeah, oh no. If I remember correctly, and we'll just double check with Juju's hints. We built an assembly hall that's a bit small, but we can use it to discuss business, yet 2 more items for another ability. You can get dust elements from the Karos nebulae that live in the jungles. As for the sea berry, well, we're not getting that until we actually go to Air of Sea. Which I'll get to. Eventually. But now though, we got a bunch of quests that I plan to take care of first. And let's speak to the 2 people who probably know the most about what we need and such. Olga! Good to see you again. I'm in a spot of bother. I'm here to listen. Ricky, listen for Shala! Thanks, Ricky, but there might be something you don't understand. I'm happy to be back and all, but it makes me think. I'd like to start up a Chemist. I used to own one before, you see. Ugh, I did not read that properly. I'll need to make some remedies before I do anything else. But I don't have all the ingredients to make my all-purpose medicine. I figured you lot get around, so you could get them for me. With a Chemist up and running, the residents will be relieved. We need your tried and tested remedies again, Olga. That's why I have to do it. And I won't have to worry so much about you getting hurt. So you'll help me? I need 3 items to make my all-purpose medicine. I need a chewy radish, 2 red durians, and a serious anemone. Thanks! Nice. You'll have to cover a lot of all the ground to find them, except that we found them all already. You found all of them. Now the sick can get some help. I guess I'll be helping the needy and the fakers too. Good, it was our pleasure. How dare I not get a more affinity from that conclusion? Oh well. This isn't too much, but the elderly residents had a whip around, and they really appreciate having remedies to ease their ailments. As for Olga went after we completed her quest, you find her over here. You know Gorman, right? He's a very nice man. He cares dearly for his ex-wife, even though they separated. I suppose you'd like to know why they separated in the first place? Well, you'd have to ask them. I have my own theory. They just grew apart. That's it. Not really the gossip you were looking for, eh? That doesn't have to be. Considering the world they live in, there could be all sorts of reasons. Let's say hi, let's chat to Gorman and figure it out ourselves. We're going to make Colony 6 the best colony that ever was built. But do you know what we need to make sure this happens? I'm here to listen. As am I. Speak. Speak, we're not trying to be editor. The youth of today, bah! You don't know anything. You can't just dig up the land and erect buildings willy-nilly. It's like wounding the Bionic's body and rubbing salt in the wound. We have to conduct a ceremony to bless the land. During the ceremony, a divine rock is placed upon the land. Blessing the land will make it strong and prosperous forever. Back to my point. You've got yourselves a mission. Go collect a piece of the rock found at the peak of Spiral Valley. It's exactly what we need. Did you want to tell Gorman that there's a giant gorilla monster in the way, or... Good decision. You show much potential, my young companions. But listen, there's a vicious monster in that area. Oh, thank God he knows. Whew. I would know. I saw the nasty fella on my way here. I think it's like so far off it hasn't even spawned in from the draw distance. Which way did you two really just take you through the most dangerous pathway because there was some mechon on the easy route? Oh boy. Get yourself some dynamite from the mine. I'll blast a safe route for you. Now he says he'll blast a safe route, but he's not really he's not going to accompany us, so... Oh, yep, there wasn't backtracking or anything, we'll get the dynamite rock, no problem. Thank you for the save, Ricky. Now before we head down into the mine to grab some dynamite sticks, I want to talk to Satata and one of the other quest givers first. Ah, young friends come to see old friend Satata. I want you to do a favor for a dead man. My brother Pon was killed in the Mechon attack, but Satata can't find his keepsake. Satata thinks it's in the room of Pharaon hidden. Can friends get in? Get it? Yes. Satata will go himself. My Nopon feet are failing me. Will friends help an old Nopon? It shouldn't be that hard. It's a skip travel point away, so... Yep, the keepsake is a mushroom cap. It doesn't suit me, before you ask. But Brother Pon used to wear it all the time. Now go get it already! Huh. Seems I blabbered on long enough that the collectibles here respawned. Insanity mints? Okay, insanity squared. Olga is so nice to me. I wonder if it's because she's lonely too. That wasn't what I was after, but... Anyways, the other thing I want to do before we enter the mine is speak with Anna. Oh, Anna? No, I think it is Anna. Hey, psst, over here! Nikita and Kiroki have gone to fight a monster in the Ether mine. And it was me who sent them. Good idea, hey? Now the colony is safe. Oh wait, she wasn't nervous, she was confident. Almost too confident. Nikita run too slow. Nikita get eaten by monster if Nikita no hurry. Kiroki, wait! Don't leave me! Come back! What? The monster might attack them back? I only told them because they said they were brave enough. Now it looks like my fault. Girl, it is your fault. Oh, one thing I completely forgot to mention, and I'm gonna spot this back from later on in the episode. You'll notice there's a timer icon for the restoration. The reason for that is if you manage to get the rest. The reason for this is if you manage to get the Colony 6 restoration up to 100%, this quest will expire. It's not that hard and only takes a few minutes, so I'd recommend doing it as soon as you can and reap the rewards from it. Even if it is a spike gem. Anyway, first we're gonna help Nikita since he's out in the open. And from the drainage outlet, all you have to do is just jump down here and deal with the lazy hawks. We'll be fine, we've got 3 levels over this guy. I hope. Oh, thank goodness he didn't go over the edge. Aha, but he's dazed! We can fix that. Whoa. This is dangerous. Hey there, Nikita. How's it going? Thank you for coming to get me. It was so scary. At least I can get back to Colony 6 now. I'm sick of being afraid. It's okay. Yeah, it's good. It means your survival instincts are working. As long as you don't get consumed by it. Point of paranoia or whatever. Anyways... I wish I could go back here, but I can't. Anyways, over in the drainage control room, you'll find Kiroki. You came to get Kiroki. Kiroki enter here, but everything gets scary, so Kiroki stay put. But Kiroki make it further than Nikita. Last time Nikita won who picked most beautiful flower first. But Kiroki win this time. Now at 156 wins to me, 156 wins to him. Wow, I've been gone for a while since you guys last entered that rivalry. Kiroki go back to Colony 6 now. Kiroki tell everyone he beat Nikita. Good for you, I guess. As you can see from the blue explanation points, the dynamite we're after is all over the place. And yes, the red one is the mushroom cap from Satata's late brother. I'll just run around and pick them up, so see you guys topside. In case you need confirmation that the central pit's completely off limits. Yeah. First of all, we'll report back to Gorman because we have the dynamite and, yep, safety first, young ones. Definitely don't want handing the dynamite over while there's kids nearby. Promise I'll get back down in a moment. I'll go blast you a new route to get to the top of the valley. Alright, he actually does go. I totally misremembered this. Woo! Managed to blast you a new route without killing myself. Want to know where I opened up the new route? Head in from the bottom of Spiral Valley and climb Spiral Rock. The blocked path is now open to travel up and down. If you don't want to fight that monster, take the new route. More goodies! Now before we complete the other two quests, I figured I'd just grab that thing from the Spiral Rock and take care of it now. For... well, you know the options. Take this guy on. Or go along the long way and yada yada yada. But I want to introduce a more fun solution. Now if we were to jump off the ledge from this height... okay, I have no idea how I managed to survive that drop. What I wanted to show you was... if you go to these lower parts here on the outer rim, switch to a character with higher HP like Ryan or Ricky, you should be able to jump down and still have enough hit points to survive the lane. If you were to jump off the bridge itself, you usually die, but... how did you do that, Charla? How did you cheat death? I've tried jumping off the bridge several times around this level, with Shulk even, and he still ends up dying. What gives? Anyways, we just head through that opening that Gorman blasted through, sneak past this guy, good thing he doesn't look backwards, and we make our way up to the peak of Spiral Mountain. Head over here to this very conspicuously placed outcropping and remove a part of the rock. Okay, I think I might be mistaken because the collectible orbs just respawn ridiculously fast here. Either they up the respawn rate in the Definitive Edition, or I've just forgotten that Colony 6 collectibles and special facilities tend to go up at an alarmingly frequent rate. First of all, we'll chat to Satata and return his brother's cap. Friends found the keepsake? Oh, thank you, thank you! On behalf of my brother Pon, thank you. The cap was very sad. Of course, my brother Pon was an idiot and a fool. Sweet and heart-rending one moment, and then absolutely savage the next. Man, I love the Nopon way. But my brother Pon was very loving all the same. Satata does miss him. Good, it was our pleasure. Ricky, no surprise we do so good. Charlotte worked really, really hard. Aw, thank you, Ricky. You helped out too. Oh, thank you, young friends. Satata can't thank you enough. Well, no need to go and rush your thanks to us just yet. We'll get to that quest a bit later. After all, I do believe someone may or may not owe an apology for her reckless actions. You saved them, didn't you? Thank you so much. And I'm sorry. I promised to never ask them to do silly things again. What if they'd never come back? I don't want to lose them. That's okay. Everything's alright. Now you may remember a while back I mentioned that there was an optional affinity gain you can get between Anna and one of the boys. It doesn't matter which one you went for, because ultimately completing this quest will bring all of them up to the blue. Yeah, power of friendship. And whatnot. Now then, back at night, let's hand the Divine Rocks back to Gorman. Woohoo! Let me see, let me see! Yep, it's the rock we need. With this, the construction of our colony has the Bionic's blessing. Good, it was our pleasure. Considered we the best test? Yep. Don't get so excited. Time will tell whether the colony will survive. Now to wrap things up, I thought we'd give Werner another shot. I mean, we have the housing to level 1, which is his only requirement. It looks like they've begun reconstructing Colony 6. This is my chance. I don't have to spend the rest of my life scavenging in the dirt. I want to make a fresh start in a new town where no one knows me. Oh. Looks like I'll be scavenging for junk until the day I die. Nah, I'm just pulling your leg, mate. Hey, go on, get over there. I've been waiting for the day you'd come and say those words to me. I'm self-aware. It'll be a new beginning for me. See you around. Werner has moved to Colony 6. With that, the reconstruction has gone up by 2%, I'm gonna say? Probably should have double-checked beforehand. And the population by 3. He's not going by himself, he's bringing his family. Now if we check the affinity chart, you'll see not only has his position been changed, but so have the number of items he had available for trade. Which I forgot to show. Please tell me the autosave didn't override while I was... Woo! Saved by the autosave! Just as a reminder for those who are curious, here are the number of items. Here's what items Werner will be willing to trade while in the Colony 9 area. And should you trade him an item whose valuable you is equal or greater than the base price plus 3,900 gold, he'll overtrade a Rainbow Zirconia. Over here at Colony 6, well, we don't see most of the items he'll have available for trade yet. Mainly because it was mainly because about half of his inventory is only available at 4 and 5 star affinity in this area. But if you can trade him something that's at least 340 gold higher than what he's offering, let me just double check that I got the math right. Yep, this should work. You get a slender horn for its overtrade bonus instead. So yeah, there's the metagame when it comes to the Colony 6 reconstruction and inviting NPCs over. What they'll have available for trade will differ depending on which region of the world they're in. Yeah. As for the other NPCs you can invite over, such as, but not limited to, Marine, Nick, Oko, and Norora, we won't be getting to them quite just yet. Pretty much all of them have at least one category that needs to be at level 2 or even 3. And because I kind of like reconstructing all categories one set at a time, I'm not gonna get to level 2 on anything quite just yet. I mean, I could. Oh, I totally forgot about this. Yeah, with a nature thing, it actually indicates what level the qualities in the mine will improve. So, yeah, from level 0, 1, and 2, it does absolutely nothing. But once we get to 3, 4, and 5, things will start to increase. Probably should have mentioned that at the start of the episode. But yeah, all that said and done, I reckon this is a good point to leave things for now. Give me the shinies! So yeah. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. We'll be working on a certain quest chain. And... I guess maybe... he's starting to work on some things down in the Colony 9 area? We'll see. But until then, may you have a good day.